So good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us as we celebrate another great day for Garden Grove. I'm Garden Grove City Manager Scott Stiles, and tonight it's my pleasure to officially welcome the City of Garden Grove's 14th Police Chief, Amir El-Farra. Now, I know while each of you is an honored guest here tonight, I do want to take a moment to introduce a few VIPs joining us, and this is the part where the MC always screws something up or leaves somebody out or something. I'm going to do my best. I do want to, maybe people can just do a quick stand and a wave. I want to introduce our Mayor, Steve Jones. Our Mayor Pro Tem, George Brightingham. Councilmember John O'Neill wanted to be here. He's under the weather. Councilmember Cindy Tran, District 3. Councilmember Joe Dovin, District 4. Councilmember Stephanie Kloppenstein, District 5. Councilmember Kim Bernice Wynn, District 6. Our two assistant city managers, Maria Stipe and Lisa Kim, are both here. Representing Congresswoman Michelle Stiles' office is Kim Vandermeulen. I know former city council member Dina Nguyen is here. Representing Orange County Board of Supervisors, 2nd District, Vince Sarmiento's office is Rosemary Contreras. I did see Santa Ana Council Member David Penaloza here. And we have two of our wonderful former Chiefs of Police. Tom DeRay is here. And I believe also Kevin Rainey is here. We do have some Chiefs of Police. Dan Adams with the City of Orange, Chief of Police is here. And Orange County Sheriff Don Barnes is here. I know representing the Garden Grove Unified School District Board of Directors is Terry Rocco. I saw her. So I'm sure I screwed up and missed somebody, but we'll maybe pick it up if we forgot anybody later on in the program. So I do, it's now my really privilege and pleasure to share a few of the reasons why our guest of honor has earned this prestigious appointment this evening. Garden Grove Police Chief Amir El-Farra, a 27-year law enforcement veteran, became the Garden Grove Police Chief's 14th Chief of Police on January 1st of this year, following the retirement of former Police Chief Tom DeRay. Chief El-Farra joined the Garden Grove Police Department as an officer in 2008. Already an experienced 13-year law enforcement professional, he soon advanced beyond the normal course of promotions, becoming an acting sergeant in 2013, a sergeant in 2014, and he was named Sergeant of the Year in 2015. In 2016, Chief El-Farra was promoted to lieutenant, and in 2019 to captain, where he overseeing the largest bureau in the police department that includes SWAT, K-9, patrol, gangs, special investigations, or special resources team, and the traffic unit. In 2021, he became deputy chief, providing vital leadership as the department's second in command, particularly in the city's and Garden Grove Police Department's emergency operations centers during the difficult COVID-19 crisis. Throughout his career, Chief El-Farra has received numerous awards and commendations and obtained various professional credentials. He has served on the department's Community Policing Committee, the Citizens Academy, and the Chiefs Advisory Council, which interacts with stakeholders all throughout our community. He's a member of the California Chiefs of Police Association. He's a graduate of Humboldt State University, where he excelled as a collegiate athlete. Chief El-Farra and his wife, Erin, have 4 children and a grandson. As you can see from the several tables reserved here tonight up front, Amir's family is everything to him. And as you can see from the capacity crowd of PD personnel, the Chief's family in blue are also a top priority to him. Anyone who knows Amir knows that he does not take his selection as chief lightly, and Amir and I had a number of conversations leading up to his appointment, talking about the history of the Garden Grove Police Department and the people that preceded him. His commitment to the men and women he will be leading and to the families, businesses, and organizations in this great city is unwavering. I know he will deliver many years of innovative leadership and trusted partnership throughout our community and beyond. At this time, I'd like to invite our Mayor, Steve Jones, to come up and share a few words with everyone about our guest of honor.
Thank you, Scott, and good evening, everyone. I know that I speak for all my City Council colleagues when I say that we are tremendously pleased to have Chief Amir El-Farra taking the helm of the Garden Grove Police Department. It is our honor to be officially welcoming him to this esteemed position. He has the support of our City Council, City Management, and most importantly, the community of Garden Grove behind him. Chief El-Farra was selected because he not only epitomizes the hometown spirit of Garden Grove, but also embodies the commitment to law enforcement to serve and protect this community. We all know that the Garden Grove Police Department is a top-notch agency. They are consistently recognized for their professional excellence and steadfast engagement with stakeholders. These core principles, demonstrated daily by PD personnel, have earned the department a well-deserved legacy of highly respected leadership. And we all know that Chief El-Farra will continue to emulate these important values for and with the men and women he will be leading. For Chief El-Farra, these values are not just lip service. He walks the walk and talks the talk. He is a man with a plan, a 6-year plan actually, for the department and the community. His goals are many, but they are attainable. Anyone who knows Amir, and that's all of us here tonight, knows that he will achieve them. His mission as chief is calculated and forward-thinking. From equipping staff with state-of-the-art technology, to improving community safety, to increasing training so that the expectations of our community are met, Chief El-Farra is ready. Reaching out to the younger population in Garden Grove to help build a new base of potential sworn and non-sworn staff is also on his checklist. So is continuing to successfully recruit female officers and candidates from the Asian American community. His goals reflect the community that he serves, and he demonstrates his vision of looking to secure the future of his department right here in the present. And when it is implemented, those benchmarks will reflect how Chief El-Farra expertly balanced both the ever-changing needs of this community and the always evolving responsibilities of his staff. Amir's attitude of gratitude is noble and humble. For him, wearing a badge is an honor and a duty to ensure community trust. And that's why all of us here tonight are here to applaud and recognize that our police department is once again in dedicated hands. And I can personally attest that we are in very good hands. With a small story from several years ago, this goes back a year or two pre-COVID. I did a police ride-along one evening, actually accompanied by Councilmember Kim Nguyen at the time too. And without getting into any unnecessary detail about the night, I can just say it was a very adventurous night to do a ride-along. There was not just one or two, but several pretty major crime incidents that happened that night. I got to see now Chief Alfara in action in his natural habitat, if you will, and I was profoundly impressed. He was very alert. He commanded respect from his colleagues within the department, and he handled business in a very instrumental fashion that night. So I've been profoundly impressed ever since of just seeing him in action, and I feel highly confident that we're going to be in great hands with him as he will keep his department unified and keep the community strongly behind our department. So congratulations, Chief Amir El-Farra.
Okay, I did forget one person. Police Pastor James Scheller, please stand.
Appreciate that. Just for that, Scott, I'm going to give a long sermon right now. So let's pray right now. Heavenly Father, we come before you right now with such grateful hearts, Lord. Hearts that are grateful for the leadership that this police department has had in the past, and now grateful for the future of this department, God, and the leadership that you're giving the GGPD men and women of blue, Lord, with Amir. Thank you for his friendship personally, God. I'd ask that you would bless him, that you'd use him in a mighty way here, God, to bring glory to you. God, your word tells us very clearly that the man with an upright heart will be guided and led to be able to lead others by a steady, firm hand. And God, right now, all of us lift up our friend, lift up our chief, and ask that your will would be done in his life. Thank you so much for him, God. We thank you for these people that are here tonight, and continue to bless the men and women and Chief Alfara. In your name we pray, Jesus. Amen. Amen.
Okay, thank you, Pastor. Chief Alfara has asked his brother Johan to do the honor of delivering the oath that will swear Amir into office. And performing the honor of pinning the police chief badge on her husband's uniform tonight will be Amir's wife, Erin. So if I can ask Chief Alfara, Johan, and Erin to please come forward to administer the oath and pinning.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, state your name,
I, Amir El-Farra,
do solemnly affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties upon which I am about to enter.
Okay, it's now official. Garden Grove, please welcome our new Chief of Police one more time, Amir El-Farra.
Thank you.
I know Amir has some words he'd like to share with all of us, so please, Chief, welcome to the podium, Chief El-Farra.
So I think there's moments in your life where you have to pause and kind of soak it all in. And I'm going to take a moment and soak this in and look out among the room real quick here. With my family and friends and colleagues and people that I hold near and dear to my heart. I will tell you I'm honored and humbled to be selected as the Garden Grove Police Chief. No crying over there. And there's a lot of people that I need to thank who helped along me in the process along the way and impacted my life tremendously from the time I was a young child. But first I want to start off by thanking our city manager, Scott Stiles. His belief and trust in me, thank you for that. Thank you for that support. And I will tell you, he is a great example for me. He works, and he works some more, and he works some more. And he is a great leader, and he's a professional, and I appreciate everything that he brings to Garden Grove City. So thank you for all that you do. With that, I also want to tell you he's put together a fantastic central management team. I have been lucky enough to be part of that team for the last 7 months and go to the meetings and work with them. There's so many great developments in our city, and it's such a cohesive unit that's working together, all in the same direction for the betterment of the city of Garden Grove and its residents, businesses, and the residential community alike. And so I want to say thank you to our directors, our professional staff at City Hall, the executive assistants, everyone over there, because it's been my honor to get to know you over the last 7 months. I look forward to working with you as we move forward. And what a tremendous team that is here together as our central management team. I also want to thank our city council for their steadfast support in public safety. There is no city council that has a genuine concern for their constituents as much as ours does. They truly care about public safety and making sure that Garden Grove is the best in the nation. So thank you for that support. I want to thank Mayor Steve Jones and thank you for those kind words. And I do remember that night, and it was a fun night for us, not so much for other people. And for Mayor Pro Tem George Bradigan, and council members John O'Neill, Cindy Tran, Joe Dovin, Stephanie Kloffenstein, and Kim Nguyen. Thank you all for your support, and I look forward to working with you as we continue to move Garden Grove forward. I also want to thank some prior chiefs who are here. I have my good friend who just retired, Chief Tom DeRay. We've had some profound discussions, and we had good times and bad times, and we've been through it all together, and I consider him a friend, and I wish him nothing but the best in retirement. And then also Chief Kevin Rainey. Thank you for always being there for me when I was here as a younger officer. You mentored me, and you took time to talk to me one-on-one many times, and so thank you for demonstrating that type of leadership. It's much appreciated and it never goes unnoticed. And thank you to both of you and prior chiefs who've kind of laid the groundwork for our department and set the culture. And we're going to continue in that fashion as we move forward here. I want to thank the fellow chiefs from Orange County cities for showing up and supporting me tonight, Sheriff, the District Attorney's Office, and all outside agency personnel and allied agencies who may be here tonight. Thank you for coming. I know in Orange County we lean on each other a lot through mutual aid, and so that support really matters when we're out there doing our jobs together as that thin blue line. So thank you for being here. Then to the community, I want to actually share a story with you that just happened this past week. We hand out a chief's coin to citizens who kind of go beyond the call of duty. And we had a young lady who was involved in an incident, and she exemplified some outstanding courage and bravery. And so we brought her in to share that coin with her and thank her for what she did. And she said some words, and when she explained to us is that she grew up with 3 older brothers, and when she was in need, her brothers would always come to her aid. And so on this particular incident, she had to call 911, and the first officer got there, and then some more officers started arriving because there was a need to look for a suspect. She explained to a group of us that she felt like it was her family coming to help her. And I want you to hear that because the community of Garden Grove is our extended family. And we are here to protect and serve you. We are here to make sure your communities are safe and free of crime. And we want you to know that the men and women of our department were approachable, and we're here to be at your service. And I'm grateful for the community support, and I look forward to meeting community members at these events that we have throughout the year. And it is my honor and privilege to be serving as your chief. Now to the men and women of the Garden Grove Police Department. Let me take this moment to tell you what profound respect I have for you, and my heartfelt gratitude that you go out every day wearing that badge and that uniform. And I actually want to talk to all the men and women of our department, the uniformed personnel, our dispatchers, our records personnel, our executive assistants, our CSOs, our cadets, our explorers, our volunteers in policing, and all of our professional staff. You make our department go. Those wheels are constantly in motion, and it takes all of us working together as a team, so I'm grateful for all of you. Specifically to the men and women that do wear that uniform, we have the sobering reality that I have had to attend 2 funerals in the last 3 weeks for fallen deputies in Riverside. I sit behind a desk now, but the first 20 years of my job, I worked those streets, and I promise you this, I will never forget where I came from. I know you guys have hearts of courage, you have bravery, and I know every night when you step on those streets, you are risking it all, and you sacrifice so much in the noblest of professions. So thank you to all of you for what you do each and every day, and thank you for representing the city of Garden Grove. I'm going to keep moving this along, and I'm going to try not to stare at my family because I see some of them tearing up, but I want to recognize my family and friends who have impacted me my whole life. First at this table, I have Jerry and Gail Collins, and they are like second parents to me. This man took me for my first shooting day and taught me how to use a firearm, and they have raised me up since I was 6 years old. And then next to them are my 2 best friends, Craig Vaughn and Joe Collins. I've known them since I was 6 years old, and I will tell you they've signed non-disclosure agreements, so no one can talk to them today about my childhood experiences. They have hundreds of stories, none which will be shared here today. So, but I am grateful for their friendship. They are brothers to me. Over at this far end, I have 2 couples, Paul and Carrie Hendry and Scott and Christina Fruce. We raised our children together, and we learned how to be parents together, and oddly enough, we've all become grandparents in the last 18 months. So here's the getting old together. And Paul and Scott, we went through the first 5 or 6 years of our police work together, and I will tell you, thank you so much. When I was stumbling, you let me lean on you. And you held me upright, and thank you for that. My little sister, my kid sister right here, who's about to break down and cry. I love making her cry. Sabrine and her husband, Renee Patino, with their daughters, Sophia and Natalia. There is no people that I know with as hearts as big as them and their generosity, and I love you guys. Nothing I wouldn't do for your family. And you saw my big brother, literally and figuratively, right? So, and he's here with his wife, Nancy, and his kids, Ava and Jackson. And I shared a room with this guy the first 17 years of my life, and we talked about everything and anything. And thank you for being a big brother that I could look up to in more ways than one. And I still appreciate all our phone calls, and I can call this guy for anything. And I love you and your family so much. So my daughter, Emma, my oldest, and her husband, Reckon, they flew in from Utah, and they got that little cute guy right there, Niall, who's staring up at that ceiling. And we play pass the Nile game around at dinner, so we might pass him around the room. He'll give you a different perspective on life, but he's the greatest thing right now for me. And I love you guys so much, I can't tell you. And my youngest daughter over there, Avery, and her husband, Adam, they flew from Utah too, and She's kind of works at a police department, their version of a CSO, and she actually had a pretty harrowing experience a couple of weeks ago herself, and I was grateful she was okay and grateful how she handled herself. And Avery, I love you so much, and Adam and Reckon, I know I'm hard on you, but I'm supposed to make you feel uncomfortable because you're my son-in-laws, but I love you. Then my two sons right here, my warriors, Jonah and Aiden. Jonah's my oldest, the brown-haired gentleman here, and the blonde is Aiden. And I'm hard on these two, but it's because I have great expectations for them, and I know they're going to meet every single one of them. And I love our discussions, and I love you guys eating up the house that I pretty much have to go to Costco every 2 days because of these guys. And then really, I saved the best for last. And so this night should really be about my wife. She's had to tolerate me for 30 years. We've been together for 27 years, and she is my ambition, she is my drive, she is my confidant. She has instilled traits and characteristics in me that I thought I would never have. She has pushed me to be better, and I am so grateful for her and everything that she represents. And she is a strong and a leader in our family. And I appreciate her being by my side and always getting me to do the right thing. And thank you for making our house a home and raising these 4 wonderful children with me. And thank you for filling it with love and the Spirit and all that good stuff. And I am so grateful that you continue in this journey with me. I am grateful and blessed that you are my eternal companion. And I look forward to the next chapter. And to all of you, I'm just going to close right here. I'm going to cherish these moments. This is my final chapter in my law enforcement days, and I'm going to love every one of them. And I look forward to working with all of you, and let's have a good time, take care of our community, take care of each other, and let's take care of business the Garden Grove way. Thank you so much for being here tonight.